Dopamine, the feel-good hormone, determines various important bodily functions, but can you increase its levels naturally without any supplements? Stick around to find out how. In today's video, we will talk about the top 5 ways to boost your dopamine levels naturally. If you are stuck in a rut, dealing with a rough patch in your life or feeling low, this video is for you. Dopamine may be a word you've heard frequently, but have you ever wondered what exactly dopamine is? Turns out dopamine is a hormone acting as a chemical messenger between neurons that regulates your levels of motivation, movement, memory, mood, sleep, and behavior. Additionally, it is known for stimulating the pleasure and reward centers in your brain, which in turn can have a significant impact on how you feel and how you act. Low levels of dopamine have been associated with the feeling of being unmotivated or unenthusiastic about anything, and can lead to various mental diseases, such as depression and ADHD. This makes dopamine vital for our survival and well-being. Now let's look at the 5 best methods to boost your dopamine naturally. Method number 1. Get enough sleep. In the last decade, there has been an explosion of studies on how sleep affects our brain, and scientists have discovered that the quantity and quality of your sleep deeply affects your dopamine levels. Getting anywhere from 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night allows the brain to wash away toxins that accumulate during the day. This 8-hour night bath in your brain aids in keeping nerve cell connections and pathways active while constantly self-renewing. Without this self-healing process, constant sleep deprivation has been shown to lower concentrations of neurotransmitters and their receptors, including dopamine. Many would argue that sleep is the #1 way to naturally boost your dopamine, and we certainly agree. If you are struggling with sleep, try setting aside time before bed away from the computer or TV screen. Method number 2. Listen to music. When you experience symptoms that suggest your dopamine levels are low, such as feeling unmotivated or tired, make a playlist of some of your favorite songs and listen to them. In a 2011 study, researchers discovered that listening to music that makes you feel good can cause your brain to release dopamine. Specifically, music that you are attracted to and associate with a good experience has a stronger net effect in releasing dopamine than random music. So go on, put on your favorite playlist and jam out. Method number 3. Perform mindful exercises. In the recent years, there has been an explosion in mindful exercise training such as meditation, breathing exercises, and deep sleep non-rest. These various forms of brain exercises focus on creating a present mind, aiming at creating a healthy and positive relationship with yourself. You may be wondering how this affects dopamine levels. Recent scientific studies have shown that consistent practice in each mindful exercise helps to shape your brain to focus on positive outcomes rather than negative, helping you to change the way you respond to the external environment. This exercise regulation decreases the stress response and increases the pleasure pathway as you start looking forward to your mindfulness practice, thus releasing dopamine into your brain. Method number 4. Maintain a healthy diet. Eating a healthy diet has many advantages for your body and mind, and one of them, to no surprise, is an increase in dopamine levels. But what do you need to eat to help you boost your dopamine levels? Have you been eating wrong all along? Turns out eating a diet rich in tyrosine, such as almonds, eggs, fish, and chicken, are especially beneficial for increasing dopamine levels. The amino acid is a building block used to make dopamine, which can be found in protein-rich foods. But that is not the only way from a diet that you can increase dopamine. Coffee, a known stimulant, can also increase dopamine levels, but keep in mind that in excess it can lead to a crash. To avoid this crash, you simply need to avoid drinking excess amounts of coffee and make sure to have coffee 1 hour after waking rather than first thing in the morning. Method number 5. Spend time in nature. In previous generations, humans used to spend much if not most of their time outside. Nowadays, due to the advancements in society, a large majority of people spend their workdays inside, seated at desks with artificial lighting. How does spending time in nature affect dopamine levels? The secret lies in the sun. Vitamin D deficiency is well known, especially for people living further away from the equator, as the seasons mean longer nights and shorter days during the winter. With less and less exposure to sun, there is an increased likelihood of a vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is known to increase levels of dopamine and its metabolites in the brain and protects dopaminergic neurons against dopaminergic toxins. Even just 5 minutes spent outside in a natural setting has been shown to have positive effects on mood, motivation, and self-esteem. If you want to gain the benefits of sunlight exposure, even as little as 5 to 10 minutes a day will make a huge difference on your daily dopamine levels. That wraps up our video on the 5 best ways to naturally boost your dopamine levels. What natural method will you be prioritizing to help you boost your dopamine levels? Tell us about your take in the comment section down below, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video so you don't miss out on our future uploads. Thanks for watching everybody, and I will see you next time.